Welcome back to part 2 of What If Deku was the king of the Easterlings. Last where we left off, he was riding back to the capital with his generals and 10 men. He had a total of like 1,200 men, with the aid of 300 orcs and the witchers. But they still have to worry about Gondor. He's already stationed at least 100 cavalry constantly going around the borders of the Easterling territory. And he's assembled a force to ambush Gondor at the pass. We go to where they're on their way to the sacred ground. As Silver and Deku rides in, where we can see a large training ground with several people training. As Silver gets off his horse and asks a few questions. How many new recruits? Sir, we've had at least 100 new men within the past day or two. Good. We need more troops. Send more envoys to villages farther out. We need as many warriors as possible. I will, sir. Deku gets off his horse. This place isn't as it once was. It fell long ago, sir. Yes. The royal family used to come here a long time ago, a century ago, I believe. Ever since it fell, it was called sacred ground. And you're allowing us to train here? Of course. After all, it shows I have trust in my people. And without my people, there's nothing I can do. Gondor will pay for their crimes against us. Have the archers been assembled and sent to the pass? Yes, sir. 200 archers, the entirety, have been sent to the pass. A few are still at the capital. There's a few here if you would like to send reinforcements. For the meantime, no. How's the cavalry? 200 cavalrymen set near the pass as well to guard the archers. Good. 100 on each side? Yes, sir. Very well. The infantry. 100 spearmen, 100 axemen have been sent to the other side of the pass for when we cut them off. We're cutting both sides of the pass off. They'll be stuck in there. I know, sir, just in case some manage to sneak their way out. I understand. What should we do about with the rest of the soldiers? Send them back. Send them here. Has a messenger been sent to Harad? Yes, sir. Good. Should we ask for the mercenary Easterlings to join in? You mean the mercenaries that left long ago when Saruman took control? Yes, there's still a few villages of them. They'll have more hands than ever. You can negotiate, but if things go south, don't hesitate to kill them. Yes, sir. As Horn gets off his horse and goes to talk. Sir, permission, I would like to lead the counterattack of the ambush. I give you permission. Will any of the witchers be there? No. For now, the pass will be held by only our troops. By cutting off the pass, it will buy us some more time. Deal as much damage as you can with minimal losses. I will do my best, sir. As he rides off with 10 men to go to the mountain pass to ambush Gondor. Any other news? I've gotten some news that the elves have been mobilized to someplace. The elves? Yes, it seems they're more docile. It seems ever since the fall of Saruman, they've been attaining little ground, mostly keeping them to themselves. Good. If we have elves involved, this battle will be 100 times harder. What about the dwarves? They're currently docile. They're not willing to do anything. Although if they get paid a certain amount of money, we could possibly have a dwarf problem. We don't need Gondor buying off the dwarves to fight us as well. Should we buy some dwarven mercenaries? No. We don't need to waste too much funds on the dwarves. Let them stay their docile ways for now. As you wish. Is there anything else you would like, sir, while you're here? No. As he goes to sit in a chair as he's watching the training commence. As he gets a memory of him and his father when he was younger. One day, you will be able to lead our people, as I have, son. Saruman has let us have a peaceful life here, as long as we return the favor. Everything will stay this way. As he comes back to reality. Yes, it should stay this way. As we go over to Horn, who has just reached the mountain pass. Report. How far is Gondor? They've speeded up the pace. They're about a day away from our scout, as reported. Alright. Set the ambush ready. Once they arrive, what time do you think they'll arrive? Night, sir. Even better. We'll do a night attack. We'll cut off them halfway through, and send a volley of arrows. That should weaken the Gondor army. May not end up killing all of them, but it will weaken it severely. Of course, sir. Should we cut down any of the trees? No, that will give the way of our cover. Let them stay. We'll use them as shields if need be, by archer fire. Smart thinking, sir. As it's approaching night, everyone positions, as several archers hide amongst the rocks, waiting for Gondor to go through the pass. As they march, not suspecting a thing, because they figured the Easterling army was severely weakened, meaning they won't put up much of a fight. Not yet. Hold your fire. Now, as a few people pull out rocks, or wood from under rocks, as they fall, blocking both ends, some squishing some Gondor militia, blocking about 1,000 troops in one area, leaving probably the other 3,000-4,000 outside. Open fire! As the archers commence to open fire within the canyon, gain several kills off the Gondor infantry inside, while the outside, all the other Gondor infantry and the general are confused what's happening. As one of the men report, as there's been a cave collapse, the general knows it's not cave collapse, it's an ambush. As several fireballs are being seen flying towards them, hitting the infantry. Fall back! Fall back! It's an ambush! As some cav come in, killing some of the deoritized men, because it's night as day, no one knows what's going on. They weren't expecting an ambush. As the general and several of his men are retreating, as Gondor has taken a heavy blow, as the Easterlings that had been disguised within the night had at least eliminated the 1,000 within the canyon, and 1,500 retreating, leaving 3,500 men left in Gondor's army. That was sent to deal with the Easterlings. With only the loss of at least 20 troops from the Easterling side. It was surely a victory. And the Witchers had arrived just in time to support, causing them to retreat even further, thinking it was an ambush with several catapults. As Horn walks over to where the Witchers had arrived. I thought y'all wouldn't be here. Yeah, well, last minute changes. A squad of Witchers like ourselves have been sent here to help you. Alright. Well, now that's dealt with. Gather up all the swords and shields you can, and the metal. We'll just remake new armor. If it's any good shields, also grab the arrows. They're still usable. We need to save as many resources as possible. As they gather all of the resources from Gondor that they had taken from the dead to use to add to their army. As Deku gets a report from a messenger. Yes, sir. Gondor had lost 2,500 men last night due to our ambush. Good. How many men are still in the army? 3,500, sir. They still outnumber us. I doubt they'll fall for another trap again. They'll be more cautious. But if the canyon collapse, they will have to go around the long way. Doesn't matter. Wait a minute. It does matter. What do you mean, sir? The only other way Gondor can get through us, as quickly as they want to, will be going into... What was it? The Mist Forest? The Mist Forest, sir? Yes, a forest full of spiders. Didn't Sauron send them there? A long time ago. They should deal with most of the Gondor army, or at least delay their attack. They'll take more casualties going through there. Call everyone to retreat, and have constant horses checking every border of the land. Yes, sir. As he goes to report. A victory for the Easterlings. As he raises a glass, as it's the dead of night. As he looks over, you can just see several men in gold and silver armor raise their glasses. To the victory of the Easterlings. To the victory of the Easterlings! As they all drink. As Silver approaches him. That is quite a victory, sir. But you seem you're not all that happy. We still lost a few men, although it's significant compared to their losses. We still haven't faced the full Gondor might. The elves will most likely help if they are requested. So will Rohan if needed. The orcs are not our fully allies either. We can only really rely on Harad. But with their problem, we can't rely on them for now. Send 100 men over to Harad to protect their capital in case something happens. Yes, sir. I'll send 100 horsemen. Good. As they run out. He goes out. Time to rest. As we'll have a long day in a few days to deal with the remaining Gondor forces. As we go to the Gondor army, with their general just sitting there, thinking, we fell right into their hands. We should have expected they knew about the attacks. and they used this pass as an ambush. We lost a lot of good men. So there's a forest that leads directly into the Easterling territory, near here. Really? It should quicken our time as well. Prepare the mobilization of troops. We'll move out straight first thing in the morning. Yes, sir. As he decides to rest his army until the morning, to not fall into another ambush, in case they decide to attack them at the forest as well. Not really. As they head to the forest. Where are you? As Deku and a couple of axemen are at the edge. You know the rule. Go ahead and set fire to one of the nests. Yes, sir. As he knows that Gondor would try to go through the morning. As one of the axemen places fire near one of the webs. As fire spreads throughout, while Gondor's army is currently passing through. That should wake them up. Now let's hurry and get out of here, before we're caught in the crossfire. Yes, sir. As the very few men he had to light the fire. To wake the big spiders. As they're galloping on their horses out of there. They can hear some screaming as we go to the Gondor army, where several of their forces are currently battling spiders. Several of them dying by the legs of the spiders. Some of it by its stinger, some of them have. And several by the fangs. Without a harsh battle of fighting and setting up barriers, they managed to sneak through with at least 2,000 troops, as the amount of spiders were a lot. They didn't eradicate them all, but they did manage to eradicate a good amount of them. How many troops did we lose? About the count, we lost 1,500, sir. We still outnumber them, though, right? Last we checked, they had less than 1,000 troops. Good. We can still win this battle. Right now, the total number of the Easterlings has risen to with their allies, has been 1,600. As a messenger has been sent to the camp. They'll be coming for our fortress in the south. Go ahead and send the men there. We'll make a stand there. Whatever man cannot make it in time, send them to the capital. Yes, sir. In just a few days, we've recruited. How many more men? 300 more. Infantry. Good. How long will it take for the cavalry to arrive? Horn's army of cavalry, archers, and the other infantry will not make it in time. Maybe the cavalry, but they'll be very late. The battle will probably already start. Very well, send a messenger telling the infantry of Horn's army to head to the capital. We'll make our way to the fortress. And that is it for part 2 of what if Deku was the king of the Easterlings, Gondor's March. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe.